I've been using a lot of Vital lately, and that's partly because of this huge sample preset pack thing that I'm making. It's made to be for orchestral dubstep, which has a lot of really complex sound design stuff. And so I ended up finding a lot of really cool things in Vital that helped me make things that sounded like this genre. And it really just made me appreciate how cool this synth is, despite the fact that it's free, and there's like plenty of things you can do with it, even if you already have something like Serum or Phase Plant. But a lot of the techniques and tools that make it actually amazing get overlooked because it's just a free synth. So this video is going to be me just sharing a bunch of really cool techniques of things that I do in Vital that not a lot of people know that you can do. Okay, so for the first thing, I do a lot of chiptune kind of blending stuff, and this one's like really cool for making chiptune sounds. So let's just make this a square wave and put an LFO on the pitch, make this like 24. So now we got that. That sounds mid, but we can use this transpose snap thing to like kind of turn it into an ARP, and it like, hold on. Let's make that faster. That sounds very cool. And also, this looks like it would just be for C, but that only works if you use global snap. So this is just, it works on any key, and it like sounds so cool. And like something that I hadn't really thought about much before, but you can like tune this to like, and just get like a slightly, let's actually turn on global snap and just do pentatonic scale for fun, since I don't know many scales. Let's make this like slower. And it's just like, you can like, and it's all in key. I don't know, the transpose snap, underrated feature. Not gonna lie. Okay, for the second thing, this helps a lot when making like really crunchy, growly stuff. Let's just get like a random wavetable, I don't know, this one, pitch this thing down. I mean, actually, this one already kind of has that effect to it. Let's use a factory one, like, this one might work. So that sounds cool, but what if we wanted to make it like crunchy? Well, the bend knob can do that. Kinda. Let's pitch this down more. Yeah, like it's clear now, and then you like, it just turns crunchy. This can work differently depending on which wavetable you use. Let's just try Drink the Juice. Oh, that's so much cooler. Hold on. Like, it starts like this, and then you just like, that's just so cool. And then like OTT on it. Yeah, and you might have also noticed that the bend also makes you do like the opposite of crunchy, which is like bubbly. That one's also pretty, that's also pretty fun. I use this kind of like on a lot of these wavetables that are coming in that pack. Does this one have it? Yeah, for that like first thing it uses like a bend. And then like, that's like definitely bent whatever stuff. Filter Grumble I think also uses this. Yeah, pretty sure it does. Bend feature, just really, really cool for making crunchiness. If you want to kind of like preserve the tones of the sound but still get a crunchy kind of feel to it, instead of bend, you can use pulse. And it'll like, it adds like a little click to it because of this like gap, and then that can add crunchiness and just be cooler depending on what you're going for. Alright, up next, time to talk about my favorite knob in all of Vital, the Rand Amp knob. This thing is so unbelievably insane. You know, like, all of these, like, line things that you can like draw on or whatever. Yeah, these are like the amplitudes of like the Fourier transform or whatever. Like, you know how like everything is made out of sines and whatever? This top thing is the amplitudes of all those sines, and the bottom thing is the phases of all those sines. This is like randomizing the amplitudes of these things, and it sounds so cool. Like, if we just make this go up, and like, on its own, that's a saw wave. That's coming from a saw wave. Honestly, this works like best on the saw wave since it like has all of the harmonics like on. Since it has all the harmonics and it's like randomizing those, it's just like the best shape to use this on. IMO in my opinion. Let's like make it lower. And oh yeah, you can also click this dice to randomize the kind of pattern it gives. The multi-band compression. That sounds like so cool. And then you can do like just a little bit. And then you just got this like metallic kind of... It's like so cool. And then like when combined with the bend. Oh yeah, I forgot. This thing can like let you change something about the bend. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but you can do that with the bend as well. But this knob is just like this is a saw wave, and it's just being like modified by these two knobs. It's like crazy. Let's like do like that, like distortion, metallic delay. Let's do like a kind of yoinkish. This is a saw wave. This knob is just like, it's so good, I love it. Something I like to do combined with the rand amp thing, since it like has all these random whatevers, is like procedurally generated plucks. Well, a lot of times when you want like a lot of really fast plucks, you just like kind of like press the thing and well, not literally, you put it in MIDI, but like sometimes you just like want to be lazy, single note. Let's make this higher actually. Like you just want to be lazy and do that. Now this could be useful for you. It might not be. I don't know. You like set the LFO to this, do 16, and then you can hold on. Now that's like you knew how to do that already. That's like boring. What we can do is like sample and hold, set it to the same exact like rate, then put this on the rand amp, and then it'll like do like randomly generated things. Actually, that's too high. Like that's just so cool. Like put some like delay on this. Let's actually make the like pluck shape a little more interesting with these like spikes. Like turn down the smooth. We'll get to this knob too. I don't know, it's just got so much possibility to it, and like you don't have to do this on random, you can do this on like wavetable position. And just get like randomly generated plucks. And then you can like use another sample and hold on like Bit Crush. Or like, not Bit Crush, down sample. It just sounds like really unique, and you can use this for so many things. And especially like when you want like a lead preset thing, but you also like want like a plucky layer for whatever reason, but like you also want the plucky layer to be like randomly generated without using this rand thing, then yeah, you can just like your lead would not sound this bad probably, but just an example. So another thing that I wanted to look at is the sample thing. It's a sample player. And you might think that you're just like limited to the factory things, but like I don't know how I didn't know this for a while, but you could just add a folder and put literally any sound in here. Like, and I mean anything. Like, I have that thing that I like recorded in my house when it was making that sound, and I have like this thing that's like, I just have like a lot of stuff. You can put like literally anything in here. Like, you might as well like use Vital as a way of like making a sample pack, basically. If you just turn on that thing, it turns on pitch tracking, so it like literally just becomes a sampler. It's a fun thing to look into. Another thing that does not get talked about much is the spectral filter stuff. Let's just grab a factory wavetable, drink the juice, why not? Let's make it like low pitch, compress it. So the spectral filter, not a lot of people know what this like does. It's much easier to understand when you click that 2 times and get the spectral mode. So basically, you are editing the shape of the filter itself. You know these, how it's like a swoop thing? Well, you can like do that, but like draw. Let's just make the filter move around like... It's like in the shape of our thingy. And you can like make the top end that so it just like works as a low pass, or like that to make it like a high pass. So you might know that like this kind of filter shape is not the only kind of filter. There is also flangers and phasers. Well, Vital, it has these. It's like really weird. Why did I do that for a sine wave? I want a sine. It's like, I don't really understand it, but it's something. Spectral phaser though is so fun. Like, let's make this all the way. Orchestral dubstep uses a lot of spectral phaser kind of stuff, so like, it's so cool. This is in Vital. Let's do actually like a better wavetable for this. Oh, this one sounds good. And it's like, you can like change that, and then you can like kind of make like little blips in the sound, and like that sounds like so cool. It's like watery. Spectral filter stuff, really cool feature of Vital. I'm just gonna say everything is just a really cool, good sounding feature of Vital, because like this synth is it's just so good. So another thing that I want to talk about is LFO smoothing. I kind of teased this a little bit earlier. And like you can like do this kind of thing where it's like, and then like you turn up the smooth and it's like, it like smooths out the waveform. Like we have that, and then it like decays. And I've actually found a pretty cool use for this in this kind of a preset, where it's like at like lowest like dream value, I guess. It's like, then like you turn the knob up and it like does a ton of stuff, and like in combination with like turning up smooth, it's like, it just like turns it super angelic. Honestly, a pretty interesting feature. Alright, another thing is resynthesis, which most good synths have resynthesis, but not a lot of people know how to do it in Vital. So basically, you make an LFO be 4 seconds long. I don't know why this thing specifically. Then like do your kind of knob thing, make this like a ramp up, and then like It'll like when you resynthesize something to the wavetable, it will like simulate going up that thing. So it's like, so now that is no longer random, this is LFO. And it's the exact same thing that we had before. So like now we just have a random thing to work with, and we can do stuff on that we couldn't have otherwise done, like added a spectral phaser. Let's make this lower, compressed, and then we're gonna like make the filter shape like. That's pretty cool. And we can also do stuff like smear. That's interesting. We can put a randamp on a randamp. It doesn't sound too much different. That sounds interesting. Yeah, you couldn't do this with a randamp just already there because it's like replacing these. These are like the kind of spectral knobs, and these are like distortion knobs. So, and these have things to do with those like line whatever bar things. And this has stuff to do with like the waveform shape itself, so that's why these knobs are different and can't be stacked. Also, you might have noticed something about my vital, and that is the fact that it is green. If you want to make your vital green, hold down Alt, click on this hamburger, and then you can like load in themes. Here are some of my themes. I've got another theme which is like this, and it's like color based. You're like, whoa, isn't that so cool? And it's like, it is so glowy. And then you can like alt that and then like load default theme to like just be back to normal. This feels so off now. I've used custom themes for a while. This looks so unglowy and like, I don't know, it just feels off. And if you want to make your own theme, you can hold down Alt again and then edit theme colors. You can do like click on something, then like go to these, and then there's like all these colors that are all preset to certain things. This is like, there's automatically like connections to these colors to like these like thingies, because that's just the way themes work. But you could actually just add your own colors that aren't connected to things. See, like, this purple is connected to, like, so many things. It's the Vital logo, it's the chorus color, it's too many things. This purple does not need to be that many things. So I think you could just, like, go to the logo color. Here we go. We got logo color 1 and logo color 2. We want these to be different from this purple that's on like everything that's purple. So we can like add a new color and drag that onto the logo color thing. And now you can change the logo color completely separately from everything else. I'm gonna make this smaller. This is like, it's like partly cutting off the screen. So yeah, so this is like hex code. This is transparency, so like this is like a value from 0 to 1. The 1 is opaque, 0.5 is like half, and you understand what opacity is. And this is the fun color. This is bloom. Anything past 1 will give it glow. And like you can set this to like really high values and you just get like absurd glow. It looks so pixelated. It looks so pixelated when it's like really high glow, so I try not to. This doesn't really work well on smaller like things, but I don't know, you could just kind of like set the color to that and then it works at 1.5. I really like it on like these like LFO line colors too or something. That looks clean. It looks so messy here, but if you just put it on like small stuff, it's like not that bad. And then a fun fact, you can like alt click on that and then cycle through different modes. There's like your standard one color, then you alt click once and then you've got like a sideways gradient, and then you alt click again and you've got a vertical gradient, and then you alt click again and you've got 4 colors to work with. So you can make this like rainbow gamery whatever. Like, look how pretty that is. Let's add another color to this, like to the line fill color, because the line fill color is boring, and we can like that. I'll click whatever stuff again, and then like that, and then like just make it like really elegant looking, and then the numbers are so small we can like have the opacity for all these to like 1.3 or like into different ones for each color. And now we just have like a really cool gradient here. And then if you also all click this, you can edit the theme values, which is like different than colors, obviously. So you can like change the logo size up. Wait, that didn't actually do anything? No, is that? Oh my goodness, it's so tiny. I love the fact that you can do this. There's no reason for you to need to make that tiny. And you can also like set it like, oh my goodness, I think I crashed it. I might have crashed Vital by making the logo size too big. Oh no. Oh yeah, shout out to Disableton for crashing the whole thing when you crash a plugin. I'm gonna be switching to Bitwig as soon as I can like actually understand all its controls and whatever. Don't worry, Bitwig doesn't have this issue. Okay, we're back. Vital lets you do that, I don't know. You can also change some cool things like the button rounding. I don't know what button that rounded, but I could not tell. The envelope editor, you can like change the time font size, which is like, oh my goodness, you can make it comically big. The Vital theme editor is so fun, and there's so many things you can do with this. You can also change the amount of like glow boost thing that happens when like an LFO is like doing something. If I put this to like 6, this is gonna be like so glowy. That's obnoxiously glowy, and then you can also like line width to like obnoxiously cartoony, and then you can also like change the fill boost, which is like bloom but for the fill, and that's so bad. Oh wait, no, I was using line size boost to demonstrate the glow thing. This is what I think. This is like line color boost is what like glowy. Oh my goodness, that's actually kind of clean. Also, I realized I wasn't in full screen for a while, sorry about that. At that to go back, you can just like alt click again and click the thing you were already on, and then it goes away. So yeah, that's just some really cool stuff you could do with this silly little software that I bet you didn't know how to do all of these. I don't know, you might have. Leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will be making more epic music production content in the future. So if you want to see more epic music prod content for you, you should hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I guess I will see you in the next video. Adios.